One Pokemon card sent a man to jail. Guys, how can a Pokemon card send a man to jail is the question. Let's check it out.
There's a certain game store located in Japan which sells all
Nah, bro. Giga like zoomed in on from the world view, guys. That's something only like Superman can do or something, guys. Right up got like some of the favorite mascots from Nintendo and other games. Okay.
all kinds of retro games and consoles
Whoa!
and merchandise.
It's like all the stores that had these types of things in the USA just like moved to the Japan, guys. These are nowadays it's just like commercialized GameStops, bro. Really boring. The mom and pop shops are a lot less commercialized and cool. They're cooler. They're straight up cooler, guys. Not gonna lie.
It looks like a gamer's paradise, except look up the store on Google and you'll find it has a shockingly low rating of just 1.9 stars.
Hey, there's some stores that have like low ratings and stuff, but it's known in they'll be just known as in the community as like a good store and stuff. That doesn't define them, you know. They could have just got review bombed.
So why is this store so unpopular? Well, it might have just a little bit to do with fake Pokémon trading cards. Let me tell you the story of the
They're selling fake cards, then they deserve the hate.
Pokémon card that got a man arrested.
What? In this day of age, guys? A man getting arrested? How? What unspeakable crime did he do, guys?
Before we start, please don't contact this store or any of the people mentioned in today's video.
The disclaimer's there, but for good reason, guys. Not gonna lie.
So, in today's video, we're talking about a counterfeit Pokémon card. But first, we have to set the scene.
Holy smokes, is that like... In like some random business district, is there this just like game store randomly, guys? That's pretty cool.
And that scene is a Japanese...
Oh snap, you could take your picture as Mario and stuff, guys. Pretty interesting. Look at all the vending machines as well, guys. But wow, guys. Compared to USA, it's like night and day, guys. No trash on the floor, nothing, guys. Just looks like a very cool, nice, like, well kept together business.
Retro game store called Alive, or to give it its full name, Araibu Yokkaichi Tokiwa Ten. Now, this store,
okay, that's hard to pronounce.
Located
we'll go with Alive.
In Japan's Mie Prefecture, is about 10,000 kilometers away from where I live. Luckily, the folks over at the Obscure Japan YouTube channel have kindly let me use some footage from when they visited in 2021. So let's enter Alive and take a look around. First observation, this place is pretty massive.
You ever be to like a store like this? It might be a video game store, it might be like a trading card store, but it just has like the smell of like products, like video game kind of smell, guys. If you know, you know.
They stock a huge variety of retro consoles, trading cards, old games, and newer games too. However, unfortunately, the store doesn't have a great reputation in the local area. Why? Well, for one...
Why are they disliked, guys? It looks like a nice spot, man.
This place is known to...
If I could like operate the business during like the night, or during the day, and then like just go up to like the top of the business and like sleep, that'd be so convenient, guys. No commute to the business. That'd be amazing.
Engage in a sneaky sales practice known as double pricing.
What?
Japanese retro game blogger Orochi explained it best. Double pricing is where products in a store have super low prices, so you think that you're getting a bargain. However, upon taking the product to the checkout, you're told that the price tag is unfortunately out of date, and that the actual price is 1.5 to 2 times higher, hence the
That's slimy, bro. Nobody even does that in the USA.
name double pricing. Now, I've never heard of double pricing outside of
Guys, I'm not rich enough to get double priced. I'm so freaking poor.
Japan, which makes sense to me. This tactic relies on customers feeling social pressure to go through with the purchase in spite of this higher price. I think if stores tried this in, say, America, there would quickly be shouting matches between customers and staff. But in Japan,
Like the culture, guys, you gotta be like nice and stuff or something, right?
where there's more of a culture of not wanting to cause a scene, double
Dang, bro.
pricing can be more prevalent, mainly in the world of retro gaming, according to blogger Orochi. In fact, Orochi
We get peer pressure to act nice, so we buy this overpriced item. OMG, guys.
told of a story that took place inside
Yeah, if I had the money, I'd pay for it.
this particular store.
As a matter of fact, I would go to this store specifically just so I can get double priced if if I made enough money to not care about getting double priced.
Where one customer was accidentally charged the low price written on the price tag, and when the shopkeeper realized what happened, they chased this customer out of the store, trying to get them to pay the higher price instead. Come back! Come back! It's pretty unbelievable.
That is so grimy, bro.
So yes, Ali's reputation isn't great, but so far this is all just regular shady store tactics. But
I know, right? Every corner store actually does something like this. Not gonna lie, guys.
in 2021, things went one step further, because although this shop is stocked full of tantalizing looking products, beware, because not all of them are real. During their visit to the store, the folks behind the Obscure Japan YouTube channel found multiple counterfeit products.
Is this real?
No, I think it's fake because it's got like turbo buttons. I don't know what that is.
それ何ノーモゲームボーイ
Yeah, she's not an expert on every product in there, guys. She's just trying to sell some stuff for profit and go home.
No, it's a fake game computer.
Come on, that's obviously fake, guys. You know, I can go on AliExpress and find that exact model, guys.
And it's not just hardware, this store also contains fake games and fake trading cards. Not great.
I also bought fake trading cards at a swap meet one day, bro, and I was kind of pissed.
And in November of 2021, one visitor to the store got so fed up with all these counterfeits that they sent an anonymous tip to the local police, telling them,
Yeah, bro. So, still stay true to the culture, guys. He did not make a scene.
this store is selling counterfeit Pokémon cards. Now, that wasn't enough
However, he did snitch to, like, the corporate of Japan, so they could get in trouble.
for the police to take action yet. They needed to see one of these fake products being sold to an unwitting customer. And so the local police kept a close watch
Straight up getting investigated now, guys. That's not good for them. Super Mario.
over this store. And just 1 month later, they got their first piece of proof. Because that very December,
I'm pretty sure the police station does not look like that, by the way.
a customer at Alive was sold a fake Pokemon trading card. It cost them 2,200 yen, or about 15 US dollars. Here is the card itself. It's a rare card featuring Acerola, one of the Elite Four Pokemon trainers from Sun and Moon.
It's too good to be... If it sounds too good to be true, it most likely is, guys. Never seen this card before. It looks cool, though.
Right now, cards of this design are selling for about 2 to 5 million yen online,
Holy
or about
smokes.
$10,000 to $30,000. So this
Dang, bro. That's a come up right there, man.
customer was getting a great deal, except of course the card was fake. Now, after this first incident, police
Who would have thought, you know? I don't think a card shop would let that go over their head. A card that's worth a ridiculously high amount of price, guys? Nah, man. They're gonna be all over that.
continued watching over the store, and in another 2 months' time, one more incident took place. This time, a customer unwittingly bought 3 fake Mega Man games. Here are the 3 games in question. If you
I guess it's called Rockman in Japan, but we'll take it. That's cool.
notice, 2 of them are actually CDs, and that's because these games were designed to run on the PC Engine CD add-on, which is strange considering
Nowadays, computers don't even come with a CD reader, guys. How far we've went.
that precisely 0 Mega Man games were ever released on the PC Engine at all. In other words, these games weren't just bootlegs, they were bootlegs of a game that never even existed.
That's some dedication. They're like, yo, let's just create the bootleg, bro. Let's just create some lore.
So, 3 weeks after those Mega Man games were sold, local police arrested the store's owner, a 48-year-old man by the name of Yukinori Harada. And while Harada was taken to the police station, officers began a thorough search of the store. Eventually, they discovered 150 games and trading cards, which they
Dang, imagine being the one that has to see if everything is counterfeit or not, bro. It's gonna take like a week or something, bro.
believed were fake.
Hey, if I was on that, if I was tasked to that, I'd be really happy, guys. I would not need to like do something that like, you know, may or may not be dangerous.
All of those were obviously confiscated by police. Meanwhile, at Police HQ, store owner Harada was interrogated by police officers, and he confessed to everything that very same day, telling police, "There's no doubt that I sold products I thought might be fake." Yeah, normally you'd expect some kind of feigning of ignorance in a situation like this. I didn't know they were fakes. I never suspected anything like that. But no.
Canned response. I would do the same if I was backed in a corner there, guys. Like, what would I even come up with, bro? I don't know what I'd think of saying.
Not only did Harada come out and say that he thought the products he was selling customers were likely fake, he even added, "I displayed counterfeit products in order to increase the store's profits."
Bro's unhinged. He has no shame in his game.
And so, that's that. There's no doubt that Harada was guilty of the crimes that police alleged he committed. After all, he said so himself. News broke of this arrest and confession the next day, and the reaction from
Just wondering how the store is still up, guys. They should just rename it to the fake Pokemon card store.
game fans online was unanimous. Seems like the owner of that store that's infamous among retro gamers has finally been arrested.
And I wouldn't be happy being sold a fake card either, guys. There's no way I could resell it or anything.
At last, Alive is done for. I've heard nothing but bad rumors about them increasing the price from what's on the label when you bring an item to the counter, or about them selling counterfeit items without a care in the world. So, as you can see, people weren't exactly broken-hearted by the news of this store owner's arrest. However, that very same day, the official Alive Twitter account released a statement which many found surprising.
Uh-oh.
Dear customers,
There's a whole lore to it, guys.
thank you for always visiting our store. We deeply apologize for any inconvenience caused by the series of news reports. At the current time, as the investigation is ongoing, we will refrain from making a comment. The store will remain open as usual.
Did you really think you could buy a card worth that much, guys? From a video game store of all places and not have it be a scam? The odds are very unlikely that it would not be a scam.
Dear customers, thank you for always caused by the series of news reports. At the current time, as the investigation is on, That seems weird, right? Like, half of the online comments surrounding the news reports assumed that the store would be shutting down. But only 1 day later, this shop was apparently open for business. But that was back in 2021. What about now? Well, to find out, I emailed that Orochi guy I mentioned earlier who runs a Japanese blog about retro gaming. And he told me the store still seems to be open for business. So, if the owner was arrested, if 150 fake products were seized by police, how is it still running?
Looks like they probably changed their ways, I guess.
Well, I read up a whole bunch on what happens when you're arrested for a crime like trademark infringement in Japan. And to cut a long story short, in a minor case like this, where police only had 2 actual sales on record, prosecutors most likely wanted the suspect to simply pay a fine. And according to major Japanese law firm Atom, a fine for a crime of this kind would likely sit between 300,000 and 500,000
That's quite a bit still, wow.
yen, or about 2,000 to 3,000 US dollars.
Sheesh, bro. They be taxing, guys. USA be charging a couple $100, depending on the crime. I never got taxed like that by USA, guys, when I've been arrested quite a bit. Sheesh.
I think that's the most likely course of action that prosecutors took. After all, the store never shut down, so it's unlikely its owner is sitting behind bars in a Japanese prison somewhere. And
That's reserved for the hardest of criminals.
that's how the story ends. If you're ever in the area, keep your eyes peeled for this retro game store of legend. But I recommend exercising caution before buying any products. After all, the store is still receiving negative reviews on Google to this very day. The attitude of male and female clerks is arrogant and very unpleasant, says one person.
Might be one of those stores you go to just to be treated like dog water.
Ouch. But now you know not to open your own retro game store and sell people counterfeit Pokémon cards. Because if you do, you might just get yourself arrested.
Yeah, we're good on
By
that.
the way, I've actually talked about another fake Pokemon-related incident on the channel before, when US Border Control detected thousands of dollars worth of fake Pokemon toys being imported into the country. If you haven't heard the story, then be sure to check out my video.
That's a video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. And press the join button. Don't try to contact the store. The fake game incident from the store has been dealt with by the authorities. Jeez, bro. Fake cards, man. They paid a hefty price for something, just a fake card. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching.